Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks Football and welcome to a UEFA Champions League predictions video in which, thankfully, I don't have to do one for Bayern München because Bayern München are in the round of 16 as we finish second place in the league phase. And that means also we get all of our games at the Allianz Arena in the second leg. So fantastic stuff for us. Now, while we are in the round of 16 and other seventh clubs, there is another eight, actually not even eight, 16 clubs facing each other to figure out who will be the remaining eight to make it to the round of 16. So we're going to be predicting the first leg of the playoffs as it starts and kicks off tomorrow. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. Guys, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells, like, comment your way, go check socials, inshallah, you're well wherever you are. And I say we get into it, right? So we're going to be predicting all the games for the first leg, starting from tomorrow till the Wednesday's games. And by the way, I am going to be doing a hate-along on Borussia Dortmund since Bayern München could be playing them, to be fair, in the knockout stages, round 16. And also on top of that, the league title race in the Bundesliga, I mean, if Bayern is not careful, of course, could heat up. And obviously, I feel like Borussia Dortmund's game against Atalanta, when the game that we will get to in a few moments, will play a role in how they do in the Bundesliga based on squad management. So, and extra on a game. So we will talk about that. But let's talk about the Galatasaray Juve game. And by the way, I said all this so you can go subscribe to ZeerTalks FCB. Go check ZeerTalks FCB, guys. So Bayern München channel. You know what I'm saying? Also, I do have a wrestling channel, so go check that out too. All in the description down below. Now, let's talk about Galatasaray versus Juventus. And I don't remember what their stadium name is called. I know it's called in Turkish. They call it Jahannam, which Jahannam means hell, hellfire, by the way. It means, hellfire. So, listen. Do I think Juventus get the job done, or do I think Galatasaray win at home first leg? Now, looking at the probabilities of popular predictions here, a good portion of people went with a 2-1 Juventus win. Yildiz extended their last game. They played against Inter Milan, and obviously the biggest talk in town is the robbery that happened in the Inter Milan game against Juventus when Kalulu got sent off. Inter won 3-2. Whatever. It is what it is. Juventus fans, they do, from what I understanding, they feel like they got hard done by that game, and they played very well as a whole. You know what? Any Juventus fan, you're probably not going to like me because Galatasaray, I feel like the fact that they're home, they will get the advantage, at least for this game. By the way, no matter what I predict here, does not mean that they instantly go through. There's still another leg to play in the other stadium. I just want you guys to keep that in mind. So, I'm going to say, you know what? I'll go 2-1 Galatasaray. So, that's my prediction. I really don't care. Will there be a goal in the first half? Okay, I'll say yes. What will the score be? I'll say 1-0. Okay, I'm not answering these anymore. This is getting ridiculous. Okay? Now, Benfica, Real Madrid. Now, last time, obviously, they played each other. It was 4-2. And because of the goal Trubin scored, the goalkeeper, guess what? They ended up making it into this position in which why they face each other now. Because Real Madrid finished 9th and they finished last place in the playoff spot that they could have gotten. So, we're here. We're here again. A few weeks later. And Mourinho did say that obviously they'll be more dangerous because they are a wounded giant. So, listen, like Mourinho said, I would not be shocked if Real Madrid get a result. I still think Benfica will give it a fight. Will they win like last time? I don't know. People think that Benfica will get the win. There's some saying Real Madrid will get it. It's very split right now. I think the most fair result is the 2-2 draw. So I'm going to say 2-2 draw for this one. I really think this could be a 2-2 draw. Now, let's move on. Monaco versus PSG, all French derby in the playoff, just like last season when PSG played Stade de Bras, or as they call it, Brest. Yeah, and or not as the French, but the English speaking people. Um, which you know why they say it like that, because in this day and age everything has to be AO'd. But yeah, Monaco PSG. PSG haven't been great. I mean, they lost to Stade de Rennes recently. Not good enough. I don't know what's been going on with Monaco, but from what I saw in that game against Real Madrid, not good enough. I do expect PSG, regardless of what's happened, even though Dembele called out players, and I think Desiree Doué called out Dembele again, responded, and same with Enrique. There's problems going on at PSG. It's ridiculous. But big up Lons for being top of League One, because obviously Saoud Abdel Hamid. Hey, any Saudi watching? Saoud Abdel Hamid could be a League One champion by the end of the season if PSG ain't careful. So, yeah, listen, I'm going to go for PSG dubs anyway. I do think they should have enough to get the job done, especially away. I'm going to go with three. Let's go 3-1. 3-1 Paris Saint Germain. Karabakh versus Newcastle, and Karabakh is at home. So this game is going to be in, is it Azerbaijan, I believe? I believe it's Azerbaijan. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Big up Karabakh for the run that they've had so far. However, I do think the run ends right here, right now. I know Newcastle played against Aston Villa, but I don't even know what the result was that day. The result was, there you go. What was their last result in the league? Oh god, I hate when they do this stupid thing with these apps, man. These apps, blood. 3-1 win away to Villa, and it was in the FA Cup. So yeah, man, listen. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. 2-0 to Newcastle United. 2-0 Newcastle United. Club Brugge versus Atletico de Madrid. Now, Atletico Madrid, all my days, I'm watching the Barca game and Lamine Yamal nearly scored. Yeah, listen, Club Brugge. I mean, the most notable result I recognize of theirs was a 3-all draw against Barcelona after they lost 4-0 to us in the Champions League. Otherwise, I don't know what's been going on in their league. And as for Atletico Madrid, I know they beat Barcelona 4-0 in the Copa del Rey first leg semi-final, and then they lost 3-0 to Rayo Vallecano away, which is, I mean, not good enough for their standards. So heading into this game, they need to bounce back. But apparently the rest of the players, so maybe their players will be ready for this one. But I think Club Brugge will give them a go, though. I really think Club Brugge will give them a go. And for that reason, you know what? I'm going to give them 2 goals, but I think Atletico Madrid will get a third. I think Atleti went 3-2 away, and that will help them when they go to Real Air Metropolitano to go through. So we'll see what happens when the time comes, depending on what the score is in the first leg. Now, Bodo Glimt versus Inter Milan. Now, apparently in Norway, the stadium is going through a mad blizzard or something, or there's a lot of snow and they're trying to clear the stadium up. It should be cleared by then. It's by Wednesday, so there should be enough time. Yeah, Inter Milan, they beat Juventus, like I mentioned earlier, and now they're in this position because of them finishing 10th in the league phase. I'm not going to lie, guys. I have a feeling Bodo Glimt will give Inter a game more so than people think. I genuinely think so. These games, I know like it looks like it's a foregone conclusion, but I don't think it's a foregone conclusion like that. I really don't. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be saying, you know what? I'm going to go for a little shock here. I'm going to go 1-0 Bodo Glimt. I'm going to go for a shocking result for at least the one leg. I think Bodo Glimt get the 1-0 dubs. I really do. And is that about it? I think that's about it. Wait, how many get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 games. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so do I have to go page 2? I don't care about this. Yeah, I don't care about this. Where's the Dortmund game? There's the other games, no? Am I missing another game, blood? Oh god, bruv. There was a surely. Yes, I'm missing 4 predictions. Yes. Where's the other ones? Oh my days, bro. Piss off with this. You know what? You know what? I know exactly what we're gonna be doing, bro. Nah, this is annoying me. Yeah, get out of here. We're going back to foot mob. Yeah, I'm gonna use foot. Nah, I don't trust these, blood. Yeah, foot mob it is. Yeah, foot mob it is, blood. Yeah. I'm not wasting my time and energy. So let's go right here. So I already said here. I think I said, what did I say? I said 2, what was it? 2-1 to Juventus, to Galatasaray. I said 2-2. We'll get to this game. 3-1 PSG, 2-0 Newcastle, 1-0 Bodo Glimt, Club Brugge. I said 3-1, no, 3-2 Atletico Madrid. Right? So, yeah, that's what I predicted. Now, let's get to this one. Now, the next 2 games concerns me more than any other 2 games, and I'm going to tell you why. So, no, 2 games concern me more than the other 6 games. And the reason behind it is because Bayern Munich can get either of these opponents. So we could get either Borussia Dortmund, Atalanta, or the other 2 that I'll talk about after this. Borussia Dortmund versus Atalanta. And this is the game I'm going to be hate watching. Because there's obviously massive implications in regards to this and what could happen in the Bundesliga as well. Oh my God. As I'm watching, guys, I have seen Girona score against Barca. Oh my days, blood. Oh my days. Hold that putalona scums. Anyway, as for Borussia Dortmund, they've been getting wins lately. The last game they won against Mainz. Mainz, I'm very disappointed. You know what? Hope you get relegated. So Borussia Dortmund won 4-0. Ryerson gets 4 assists in that game, by the way. And now he's the top assister in, actually not top, because I think obviously what's his name, Ulisse exists, but Ryerson is one of the top assisters in the league. So you have guys like him performing, you have guys like Guirassy performing, Maximilian Bayer as a backup is doing a job. You know, Schlotterbeck, by the way, top center back, like I've told, man. But anyway, you have them against Atalanta, which Atalanta in their last game, they got the 2-0. They got 2-0 over Lazio. Yeah, they're chilling, man. Yeah, I mean, they've been winning games. I mean, Juventus, Cremonese, and yeah, so their form has been very good. So it's what we need to see, man. So in the Serie A, they are 6th. Okay. So, yeah, with Borussia Dortmund, obviously, see 4-0 win to Mainz, and they've been getting wins lately. The last time they lost was to a Serie A side, actually. So I hope that Atalanta have something for me. What do I predict for this game? Listen, I'm going to be so honest, guys. Borussia Dortmund are the home team. So based on the fact that they are the home team, it's going to be in Signal Iduna Park. Yeah, Dortmund's going to win, aren't they? They're going to win. I'm going to say Dortmund win 3-1. 3-1 Borussia Dortmund. So something tells me they're going to win. I'm going to have a failed hate watch. Now, the bums of Germany, they go away to Olympiacos. Olympiacos, I hope you have something for me as well. Yeah? Now, when it comes to Leverkusen, or as I call them, Neverkusen, they won against St. Pauli 4-0. Comfortable. Right? But they got draws against Gladbach. Or wait. What was the game in the DFB Pokal? What competition was it? This was in the Bundesliga, yeah. Yeah, how did they make the semi then? Because they're in the semi of the Pokal. What game was it that they won? There was a game that it was St. Pauli, wasn't it? It was St. Pauli. No, not even this. Yeah, St. Pauli. Yeah, see, St. Pauli. I'm correct. 3-0 against St. Pauli. I got him. So they won against St. Pauli, then them, and then I don't know why they're here. It's 4-0 St. Pauli. What is this? Is this them playing again, blood? Or in the Bundesliga? So they played them. What's going, bro? There's something I've missed. There's something I must have missed. But regardless, they're playing in the Champions League against Olympiacos, and then in the Bundesliga they're sixth. I mean, they've been worse than before. This is their team. I mean, God. I mean, to be fair though, Mazza is a baller, but Grimaldo is good still. But I mean, this team reeks in general. You know what I mean? Compared to what they had the past few years. Yeah. As for Olympiacos, I mean, damn, they've not had the best form heading into this game. So Leverkusen might have a chance. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna say 1-1 draw. Yeah, 1-1 draw. Olympiacos 1-1, and then Leverkusen can go at home and try to get the dubs. You know what I mean? So let's go through all the games because, yeah, we need to get through all of this now. Yeah, back to Champions League fixtures. Okay, 2-1 Galatasaray, 2-all Benfica Madrid, 3-1 Dortmund, 3-1 PSG, 2-0 Newcastle, 1-0 Bodo Glimt Shocker, 3-2 win Atleti, and 1-all draw Olympiacos by Leverkusen. That's my prediction for the first leg. Let me know yours in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna end it here. Let me know your predictions, guys. You know what I'm saying? For the first leg, and that's about it. Until then, you know what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells, future content notifications, like, comment, go check socials, and hopefully you're good wherever you are. Hopefully the Champions League games don't disappoint, you know, especially as a Bayern fan, because I don't have to worry about Bayern. I can just watch as a neutral and as a hater to Borussia Dortmund, and maybe Leverkusen too, blood. Yeah, if they're playing on the following day, so maybe I might do double hay watches. So, yeah, guys, until then, take care. Peace.